Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Ow. Hello, Alex MF. What's going on? Let's do a quick post for the socials, I think, today. Haven't done one for a while. See if I can hold all three of these at the one time. This will be impressive. I don't know. Never in doubt, pal. Never in doubt. I'm a pro at this. Nicky Jugs. Hey, did you see we won the Olympics, mate? 2032. One horse race. We got over the line. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I only got announced 2 minutes ago. I was just on Twitter. Yeah, so that's a big plus for us. Like a lot of economic recovery potentially involved in that. You know, hosting the Olympics. You know, lots of infrastructure and that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's actually pretty exciting. Given everything going on at the moment, if COVID's not fucked off by 2032, I think we've got bigger problems. So exciting. Good evening, everyone, or morning, or day, wherever you are. Welcome to tonight's stream. Hopefully we won't have any crazy camera fuck-ups like we did the other night, even though they were awesome. But tonight we're going to paint the Wurmspat. Well, not all of them. We're just going to start them. But we're going to have a conversation about what the fuck we're going to make them look like. I don't know. While we're thinking about that, or while I'm thinking about that, here's the model that I painted on stream the other night that no one got to see. Here he is. I poured some resin. Yeah, so much prefer the head, how it came out, and yeah, I feel like the palette's sort of like a nice, interesting one. Probably not really in line with a lot of the palettes I've used recently. Bit different. Pirate Pook. But yeah, you just made me scream, and I don't know any of the lyrics, mate. At least let me sing K-San or something. You pooge. So yeah, this is just some other glossy stuff I'm put on there to help it look a little bit more textured. So I'll wait for that to dry. Yeah, so that'll take some photos of that guy tonight, I think. But he's this month's stream giveaway. Maybe I'll just fucking try and take a whiz bang photo now. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Come on, team, let's do it. No, that's bad. Why do you look so bad? I'll check that out. That may be crap. We're going to have to take a proper one. Yep, that's the dog shit photo. Alright, we're going to take a proper one. Anyway, that's that guy, and we've finished him now. I shan't be doing any more. But we're going to paint these chaps today. Or one of them. This guy. Save the best for last. So let's think palette. So I want to do rusty, putrid, non-metallic metals stuff and interesting skin tone. So let's do this in a way differently to how I would normally approach something like this. Let's lay down a base coat color for everything and see if we can work up from there. And I think I'm actually going to use wine red from this AK 3rd Gen We'll put that over everything. Let's see how this works. I have no clue if it's going to work, but we shall try. So this wine red is a... Oh, I might need to change my water. Oh well, I'll do that in a second. This wine red is a darkish purplish red, but it's also going to work as an interesting, g'day Frog Jim, as an interesting base colour for orange, I think, because it's a form of red. And steel, I think we should be able to do some convincing steel from this. We shall see. At any rate, we shall see. Yeah, this is probably one of my favourite colours that came out in the AK 3rd Gen packs that I picked up. Really, really nice colour that I've got a lot of time for. That's unfortunate, Alex. G'day, Kung Fu. Yes, some Wurmspat indeed. Alright, 1 second, I just got to change my water. It's a problem. I have returned. Okay. Whew. So, let's begin. Very good lurk, mate. Oh, check this out. Check this out, Senor Nicky Drags. Look at this, mate. Look at this. There's a Hugo emoji. Okay, so we'll start with the skin, as always. So we want to do some sickly green, manky skin. So we're going to pick some greenish tones. Golden olive looks like a goer. And we're going to incorporate the wine red in that. Ah, Foxalotl. Little baby Hugo's joined the team. What a champion. What a little guy. Sunny skin tone's always a good ticket. What about... just felt like it, mate. I can't give you a better answer than that. It feels like a cool colour to start with for rusty weapons and interesting non-metallic metals, and it's a contrasting colour for green. So there's going to be a lot of green. So just thought, let's try red and see what we can make happen, eh? What can I say except you're welcome for the wonderful world you know. Let's swear it's okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. You and me both, mate, you and me both. All right, so I feel like I need something else. We might just work with that for the moment. So when you mix green, awesome, mate. When you mix green and red, because they are on opposite ends of the colour wheel, you tend to get grey. But you tend to get a more interesting grey. Thanks, mate. What am I, thanks, Tip Top. That's awesome, mate. Yo, $2. What's going on? Yeah. Mixing together colours to create more interesting greys, blacks, browns. That's a pro painter trick. Pro painter trick, friends. That I learned from a pro painter. It's not me recommending that to you, because I'm not a pro painter. What's going on, Tip Top? How's lockdown treating you, pal? Hope you're going alright. Crazy times out there. I suppose you're from there too, aren't you, Wes? Yeah, generally, I won't say this is the case with all paint ranges. Generally, there's a bit of other colours already mixed into colours, so you don't get pure mixable colours. Chimera being the exception to that. They basically market their pigments as exactly that, so that you can mix the fuckers. And yeah. Oh, Melbourne too. Unlucky. What a crazy time we live in, hey friends. Five point oh. Yep. Yeah, I've said this on the stream before, and it's not intended to be offensive or anything like that, but I will be interested to find out, after all of this is over, how we did looking back retrospectively. Topolis, he did it. You know, one of the things that you have on your Topolis, one of the things you can get points for on achievements is rating with at least 2 people, and you've done it today, mate. Well done. G'day, Sea Minerals. You've done it, mate. What an achievement. Yeah, because I think when we look at our response to COVID right now, and we see lockdowns in 3 states in Australia, 13 million odd people in lockdown, and aside from Sydney, some pretty lowish case numbers. It'll be interesting to see in the wash-up how we feel about those decisions retrospectively. CHK, he's my favourite video. Mostly speaks Spanish, come on now. It's very hard to watch a stream when the dude is not speaking your native language. I don't know about you, but I don't speak a lot of Spanish. G'day, Joel Paul. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy stuff. This Delta variant appears to be pretty transmissible, and I think that's where some of the fear comes from the government's perspective, at any rate. Yeah, friends, that's the world we live in at the moment, and I think let's just focus on appreciating some extra hobby time, eh? I'm just going to change the white balance here because it looks a little dark on my screen, so that looks better. Yeah. I'm shocked by that. Hey, so just so you know, friends, these are some of my favourite models of all time from Games Workshop. So I won't promise that we're gonna try and paint Big Deno's best, but we're certainly gonna try and do some cool work on them. So yeah, I think we've got some Wurmspat, mate. Wurmspat. Underworlds in general has included a lot of my favourite models, though, that's for sure. I mean, I've painted more Underworlds models in the last few months than I think I've painted Games Workshop models. Wow, Cassie overtook that. Yeah. Well, look, mate, my girlfriend and I were talking about the Olympics the other day, and yeah, I'm all about the cycling, man. I'm trying to get into the cycling in the velodrome. It's going to be great. No, it's exciting for Australia, for Brisbane to get the Olympics. Really good for our COVID economic recovery, which is great. But I guess the question is, who knows what the world's going to look like at that time? Are these supposed to be pants or blubber? Looks like blubber, doesn't it? No, they're pants. Oh, that's blubber, isn't it? I'm just going to paint it as fat. G'day, Draxy. Yeah, Wes, we actually just got confirmed, like probably half an hour ago, maybe less, that Brisbane won the Olympic bid for 2032. So we're hosting the 2032 Olympics. Here in my neck of the woods. Yeah, sounds fantastic, and it is. We were also the only applicants. Yeah, we should be fine. We should have a good time with the Olympics. Yep. The only applicants for the Olympics 2032. The winner is Brisbane. Woo! Mate, I couldn't tell you. I mean, there's many nations that are devastated economically right now. Maybe there was no interest in funding that type of event. Couldn't tell you. But yeah, we were the only nation that had, or the only location that had submitted a thing. So I won't say it was a lay down misère that we were going to get it, but I do think we were a very good chance. The Kitsune Adventures, thank you for following. Good morning. It is in fact evening for me where I am, but good morning to you. Let's hope it ends up being a positive thing, friends. Let's hope so. So your colour palette for this chap is absolutely up in the air. I have no clue what I'm doing. I just picked some colours I liked and we're working with those colours. So what we're going to end up with at the end, your guess is as good as mine at this stage. I have done a lot of Nurgle models in the past, and I'm stuck pretty true to a specific colour palette. So I don't want to do that this time. I want to have some more variations of colours. And as already discussed, no, I didn't do a bust between now and Cursity. The bust I want to paint is the Roman Tribune. So I decided I'm going to hold off on the Uther bust until the Tribune's piece arrives, or I may just start the Tribune and leave that piece off and add that piece afterwards. Draxy, that's a good question, mate. And the answer is, couldn't really give you a good answer, other than having a red base creates a different effect for metal, for skin, for all that sort of stuff. So and red can work as a base for rust, for this sort of skin tone. Yeah, so there isn't actually a specific reason other than I thought I'd try something different. You see people like Craft World Studio using this sort of this colour as a base, and they use a lot of temperature shifts, right? So they'll start with a warm colour and they'll move into a cold colour. So I'm not sort of trying to do that with this. I wanted to have a red, a purpley red as a base, because I don't want to be too close to the last Nurgle models I've painted. But Nurgle's hard. It is good to paint Kung Fu, but I don't. I think the biggest issue with painting Nurgle is you tend to fall into the same colour palettes, because Nurgle's usually made up of rusty weapons, skin tone, and armour, and so you tend to be skin, green, rust, and that's it. So we're going to try and reverse some of those things and have the rust be a little bit different, and then have the skin tone be a little bit different. Oh, welcome back, Alex. But we're experimenting at this point. No clue, mate. I'm not a Twitch expert. Which you probably can't hear because you don't have video. I haven't had that problem making them look vibrant, but the colour palette that I worked with on the last Nurgle guys was just fucking ridiculously stupid. You know what? I want a yellow. Oh, here we go. I want to add a yellow into this. Oh, look at this stuff. Yes. Violent yellow. I did actually, Lopez. Vidsy and I watched it last night. It was good. It was really good. I feel bad for them, hey, because they picked a season to film this fucking documentary where they're getting flogged. Absolutely, Drax. I would love to post some pictures up in here, mate. Let's get you having a look at what you're working on. Is it the Camelot stuff specifically still, or are you something else? G'day, Ashes. Awesome. Oh, g'day, Mittens. How are you, mate? This is from a game, and, well, it's actually not a game yet. It's called Celestial, is the name of the game, but it's just a miniature line at the moment, if I remember rightly. It's very cool, mate. Is it? Is it from that, or is it a different? Looks like it's from Celestial. Hey, Space Toy. I bought like 3 or 4 of their models And I could never paint one other than Noir, who's got a female upper torso and like a snake bottom half. I found them really challenging. Like I found the fusion of those like techno elements along with the really like almost Tyranid style plates and shapes just really challenging to visualize how I wanted to paint it. But this is a really promising start, mate. Like you've got a clear sort of skin area which is creating a focal point, and then you've obviously got the complementary blue to the orange down the bottom to create a contrast, which is again reinforcing that orange focal point. The golds, the non-metallic metal golds, are really good, really effective. I think probably the first thing that I would suggest is you need to really focus that light really effectively. So looking at this from the position we're at in this angle, you can actually see where natural light is falling on the model, and I think you could reinforce the highlights on the snake body in the same locations where that natural light's falling in this photo. So that's on the upper portion of the S shape down the bottom, and then also the side bit at the top there. Because at the moment the blue feels too dark, and it feels like, and I'm trying to be quite technical with my feedback here. So you haven't created enough of a mid-tone in those areas to show the light transition from that part to the bottom part. There's sort of the same degree of highlighting, the same colours and the same distance between those colours on those areas as there is below. And so what you need to do is have more mid-tone and more higher value areas on those upper parts so that you're really reinforcing that there's more light hitting there. The same goes for the orange. And I don't know how sort of progressed you are in terms of completion, but and I would try and incorporate a little bit of the orange into the blue and vice versa, a little bit of blue into the orange, whether that's in shadows or on sort of small plates or something like that, just because at the moment you've got the nice contrast, but there's a bit of a disconnect between the two elements. They don't feel like the one piece, the one model. So trying to sort of bring those two elements together a little bit would help. And my final piece of feedback is just around the weapon. I think let's move the weapon away from blue to create it, a bit more separation again from the creature and the organic material of the creature, and maybe lean into like a greenish sort of colour for the weapon. Like you've got the green eyes and the green bits at the back, maybe just skew it a bit more towards green, so you've got something else to just separate and say, hey, this is a separate element type of thing. Yeah, but I think that's a really promising start, mate, and better than any effort I've ever had in one of those figures, so good job. Hey, everyone in the chat right now, if you're not already following Topulus, you need to go follow Topulus, because his missus has said she's going to do a hot tub stream with him if he gets to 100 followers, and I want to see that. So get it done. get in there and give him a follow right now. If you're not already following Topolis, make it happen. Let's get him to 100 tonight, all right? Oh, awesome, Space Toy. Well done. Yes, on your mittens. You're a champion. And I'll let everyone know when the hot tub stream with his missus is on. Because we've got it in writing that it's going to happen. So we're going to try and get there tonight. Let's go, team. Beautiful, beautiful, well done. Let's keep that train rolling. Yeah, let's share it far and wide. Just trying to get your missus in a bikini made in a hot tub, that's all. So I'll just quickly show you all. I think I've already shown it. Most of you have probably seen it, but this is the dude we finished the other night. Walrus guy. This month's subscriber giveaway, friends. So big old walrus, stompy walrus boy. So the resin and other top layers are just drying now. Yeah, that's just drying there. I put a layer of Mod Podge gloss over the top of the resin just to add some ripples and stuff, and did a pretty poor job. Yeah, love a nipple circle, eh? Can't go wrong. So that's probably the biggest subscriber giveaway I think I've given. Well, I don't know, depends on your perspective, I suppose. Some people would appreciate 5 models more than one big one. I think it works with, because of the white head. It wasn't working until I added the white head in a similar colour, and that sort of brought the two elements together. Before that it wasn't really working. Kept coming back to it, going, I think I'm going to need to change that, add some more colour to it, but Danzeron, hello. Us, thanks, Mittens. Enjoy your lurk. Black and gold, black and gold, black and gold. Nope. That green is green fallen grass from Chimera, Michael Pilarski. And the other one is golden olive from AK 3rd Gen. Are they which type of scale 75? I have a number of scale 75 in my collection. The ones that get the most use are scale fantasy, which is the slightly satin, slightly transparent range of theirs. But I also have some of the scale 75, the original ones, but I don't have any of the tube, the artist acrylics. I don't use those generally. Scale fantasy or scale 75? I think they're scale fantasy off the top of my head. Mm-hmm. So those range, they're one of the ones I use a lot of. They're an interesting colour range though. They're very satin, and mostly scale colours people talk about how matte they are. The fantasy range isn't really all that matte, and they're also slightly transparent, translucent, and so they can be a bit challenging to work with initially, but some of the colours are just fantastic. Despair Green's one of my favourites, Peanut Butter, one of my favourites. Yeah, so there's some really good colours in there. It might just take you a little while. Yep, Peanut Butter, it's a banger. I am's not boogie. I'm going to choose to say it that way instead of the other way. Thank you for following. Yeah, good one. I'll cop that. I'll cop that. That's a banger. That's all time. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. What you're trying to say there, Ben, is paint this one well. Topless, I thought we were friends, mate. And instead you're siding with the guy who manages my Discord. I'm disappointed in you. Space Toy, singing a song. What song will it be? Rising up, back on the street. Took my time, took my chances. Went the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the cradle of life, rising up to the challenge of our rivals. And the last known survivor dropped his something in the night, and his words to it, for it's the eye of the tiger. Da, 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 da. Great song. Classic. G'day, Chris P. Just a man and his will to survive. Oh, Frankie. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. There you go, little mate. Yeah, that's it, mate. I don't know any more lyrics. Good night, buddy. Oh, it's going to be great. You're going to have a ripping good time. Don't be like that. There is a period when you're painting Games Workshop models where you're like, why the fuck did you sculpt so much fucking detail? For fuck's sake, Games Workshop. Fuck. But usually get over that. And by the end of it, you're like, wow, this model's the best. Oh, I fucking love it. Alright, I got a classic Hugo video. I'm gonna download it and show you the Hugo video because it's a great video. He's having a good time at the moment. I forget how to do it now. How do I do it? Oh, that's right, download. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, here we go. You can go away. You can go away. Now upload you. Alright, so my girlfriend loves playing The Sims, right? Oh yeah, I'll talk about that in a second, Wes, actually. My girlfriend loves playing The Sims, and Hugo is having a really good time at home. He's been a really good boy. The only thing that triggers him is other dogs.
Hey, get mad. He's in your house.
He doesn't know what's going on, but he's like, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck you up. What a little boy. What a funny little dude. He got a new toy the other day. I'll get another quick video and show you this toy. It's like a little bear that smells like lavender, right? And he's been obsessed with it, absolutely obsessed with it. So this is I love this video of him. This is a great. Great photography, camera work for my girlfriend. He's just been obsessed with it. He's just running around all the time.
Do you like that toy? You do. Little bear.
What a dude.
Go on.
He's been like that for 3 days ever since we gave it to him. It's just this little bear that's got a lavender smell. He loves it. Isn't that fascinating, hey, that he freaked out about that dog? He is a dog, yes. He's a male, sorry, he is. But isn't that bizarre that he's like, oh, the hops kill me. They just absolutely, I lose it. He's such a fucking funny little dude. Yeah, there's a second one where he did it to a cat. Like, it's not just he recognised dogs, he recognised a cat. He's like, so funny. So, there you go, little Hugo boy. But yeah, Wes, just to talk about Cola, yeah, I messaged him the other night after he did his first 2 of those posts. I just said to him, hey mate, this is great stuff. Like, taking away the mystique of what you do for starters, for people that, you know, are fans of your work. But also just from my perspective, you know, I like to see the way things evolve. You know, my only frustration with what he's doing is he hasn't made a mistake yet, or he hasn't shown that he's made a mistake. You know, like he hasn't changed up what he's done. There's been no like stepping back from something, and I wonder if that's because he hasn't made a mistake, which is a possibility, right? Because of the way he's very meticulous in his planning, or if it's just because he doesn't want to show changing his mind on something. I'm not sure, but it's been awesome to see. All right, we're going to switch to some metal now, just because I can. So again, we're going to try and do some different metal tones to what I normally do. So I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use the normal Chimera color that I use for metals. I'm going to use this color here. Oh yeah, no, just more so like, he definitely would show a mistake, like that resin pour. Because, mate, it wasn't a fucking mistake, right? It's a little bit yellow. We all know it's still fucking banger, right? So, yeah. Stooge is like, oh yeah, I made this fucking mistake, guys. I'm so dumb. Yeah, look at me, I'm so fucking dumb. Whatever, dickhead. Fuck off. You know? So, pull your head in, Dave. Seriously. Come on, mate. Anyway. G'day, Paulie. So, it's really good to see him showcasing his process and his technique. Alright, so we're going to make, I think what we're going to try and do is actually do these plates in metal. Most people do these plates in like a colour, so we're going to try and do a metal. I'm also going to do a. No, that was. Oh no, he did do a resin base for a Dior piece, but no, he fucked up with a one of those elves from Age of Sigmar that's got all the water and shit. I don't know what they're called. Water elves, they're called. But Dave did do a really cool Dior base. He did a bust. Those fucking Andy Wardle loves him. Andy Wardle thinks he's the fucking best. Yeah, that's the one we're talking about. Kung Fu. G'day Alex, welcome for the third time tonight. Send me another one, Lopez. How are we going to use that one, mate? Walrus guy, here he is. He's finished. He's getting given away this month. I'm going to take a photo of him later on so we can give him away once his stuff dries. And we'll put him up on the socials. Walrus guy. There's actually like a whole pile of Russian painters like that, mate, that just do really ridiculous stuff and then yeah, but yeah, they really should be mentioned. G'day JW Miniatures, mate. It's going well. How are you going? Just painting this guy. I don't know what this guy's name is actually. I'm sure he has a name, but I don't know what it is. I'm going to call him the shit one of the three. So this guy's name is the shit one, because he's the worst model of the fucking three. There you go, shit guy. Well done, mate. Morning tea break, beautiful. How good's that? It's a bit late for my morning tea break here. Yeah, nearly 8 o'clock. So, be a bit late for me, but hope you enjoy yours, pal. It has. They're some of the models that I received from Word Miniatures to do some streaming with their channel. JW Miniatures, thank you for following. Oh, Topolus. You know, that is a true fact that you have heard. And because you are a good friend of the show, I will post a very quick snippet of a picture to everyone in my Discord. But I have seen the entire Kickstarter, and I would suggest you all put aside some money. You will lose your fucking brain. Yeah, I saw that. You got that. Did you get all the expansions, all the core expansions, the originals? Awesome, mate. That's good. I know you haven't actually received your core box yet, so you probably haven't played too many games of it. But having played 4 campaigns, it's actually I pulled it out the other day. I set it up on my table for me to have some more games soon. The expansions really add to the core game experience, particularly after your first few. Like in the core game, as I'm sure you know, mate, it comes with 3 monsters: Antelope, Lion, Phoenix, and you end up fighting the fucking Antelope and the Lion like 25 times out of the 30 fucking years that you fight. So that gets very, very tiring very quickly. Just adding 1 or 2 of the expansion monsters into that dynamic just creates so much extra interest. Like I would never play a campaign without probably 3 of the expansion monsters now. They are just significantly improve the game experience. Well, as you know, I painted them all, and I enjoyed them all. They're really great models to paint. Some of them less so than others, but on the whole, great stuff to paint. They don't, mate. They don't fit into the game at all. Like, genuinely, they don't. They're just there. I just realised I've mixed the colour that is the fucking Michael Pizarski colour. Don't do that, Danny. I don't want you to do that. They don't fit into the game, mate. They're, the whole aesthetic of that stuff is purely separate from the game. It's like a whole... cosplay, you have like gender-flipped versions of characters and that sort of stuff. All that stuff is like animated versions of his game universe. That's all it is. Correct. Trying to get a little bit tipsy. Don't stop, make it pop. DJ, blow my speakers up tonight. I'm a fight. Did they? That's pretty cool. They haven't won for a long time, have they? When you say get stick for painting it, mate, do you mean like people make fun of them for painting Kingdom Death models? If that's the case, mate, just send me their direction. Send me that way, because I'd like to fucking click the shit out of them. How about we just let people paint what they want to paint? Look, people are absolutely entitled to feel that way about models that they don't like. If you find something offensive, that is entirely a reasonable feeling for you to have. However, that feeling does not entitle you to tell other people what they can and cannot do. Assuming you are not breaking the law. I feel a little bit shitty about this armour at the moment. I don't like it. It needs to be more metal looking. Oh yeah, Topolis. Good work. Get in there and follow Topolis, everyone. We want to see that that hot tub stream with him and his misso. It's going to be great. I don't know what his misso looks like. She could have a head like a beaten favourite, but let's get in there. Let's support the young battler. She could have a head like a drop pie. Well, you'll have to prove it, mate. Can't just tell us that. I could say my dog's pretty attractive and no one would believe me, but I put pictures of my dog up and my dog's been on the video. Now you ignore your comments, Nicky Jaguar. I've had enough of your behaviour. Hey, did our mate give us a response today? Good response? I think that's a fair request. We can make that happen. Oh, did I? Did they demote me so I can't break the Discord? Fucking Ben. Well, guess who's not getting pictures on my Discord then, hey? Boo. Boo. Alright. I'm going to change tack on this metal, I think. How are we going to do that? Let's add some contrast paint into the mix. Well, let's hope it's a positive change for his life, mate. Of course I'd like to see a zombie mate. Won't have a laugh. It's good that you're proud of something you've achieved, mate. This needs a wee little time to dry now anyway. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Spend the night together. Yeah, until forever. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, super cool, mate. So let me ask you some questions. What would you do differently? Yep. Anything else? Of course I can, mate. I think that last point you make is a big one. It's a very desaturated palette. Got a lot of grey across the whole piece, which is you know a positive because you've got a consistent atmosphere. But sometimes, in my opinion, pieces can just be a little bit flat, a little bit dull when you have that very desaturated palette. And all you need sometimes is just some little hints of colour just to add saturation. Really can bring out, you know, a lot more nuance and that sort of stuff. So very cool, mate. Frog Jim, let us have a look at yours. Alright, well, the window may have been missed now. I'm just going to start painting again, so, and I'll get to it when I get to it. Suck it up. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Absolutely. That's what you get. What you get for falling in love. That feels a bit better. I feel better about that now. Because redheads are firecrackers, mate. And you know when you look at that model that she is going to be an absolute firecracker. Alright, so I think I saw a picture of this in my Discord, didn't I? Oh, Jan! Hey, Jan! G'day, mate. Hey, new friends, new followers, welcome to my stream. Today I'm painting some of these little Nurgle guys, but I would like to also show you this guy that I've finished, who is my giveaway for stream this month. So I'm going to give this away this month for subscribers. So I haven't taken photos of it yet, but this is this month's giveaway. So you've only got 31 days, 8 days to go to get in on that. But the most important thing for tonight's stream, friends, we have a great friend of the show, Topolis, and we're trying to get him to do a hot tub stream with his missus and paint toy soldiers while he's doing it. We've got to get him to 100 followers tonight. So I'm going to give Topolis a shout out. Do us a mad favour and go hang out and give Topolis a like so we can get him over the line. G'day, Nalind. How are you? So please, if you do one thing tonight, just go and follow Topolis for me. That'd be great. They're all wonderful human beings. Oh, it's so good. What'd you paint today, Jan, you superstar? How was your cuff this morning, pal? Good work, Nalind. Good work. It's going to be great stuff. It's going to be great stuff. Topless, I haven't even shared it on my Instagram yet, mate, so look out, pal. Thank you, Flickster, you wonderful person. It's all about that hot tub stream. He just got over the line for affiliate tonight, and he's like, oh wow, this is great. And then all of a sudden we got onto hot tub streams. G'day TJ, it's tremendous. Leroy, well done. You're amazing people. I appreciate all of you. I do want to know what you painted tonight, Jan. If you're still about, if you haven't gone off to get calf. Actually, what is the time there? It's like lunchtime, isn't it now? So these guys that I'm painting right now are called the Wurmspat. They're a Games Workshop figure, Games Workshop range of Underworlds models. They're very cool models. Ooh. Ah. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that anyway. Meferoy, you're a wonderful person. Thank you. This means more to me than subscribing to me. It means way more to me that we follow Topolis. Get him up to 100. It's great stuff. I have promised some feedback to the great man Frog Jim, and I will do so in a moment. So, but let's keep pushing everyone in there to get in and follow Topolis. You're amazing people. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. So this chap that I'm painting is one of 3. If you haven't seen the models, they're probably in the top, I reckon, 5 or 10 model releases Games Workshop's had in the last forever, and you can still buy them. Right? Here's the 3 of them. This dude's got 2 axes. This is like a sorceress chick, and this dude with his sword spear thing. Unreal. Fantastic models to paint. So I think you can still buy them. Yep, they're from Underworld's, about $50. About $50 to buy all 3 of them. And then they're really neat fun. No, it's for Underworlds. Yeah. C4 Dark Lane. Did I date your mum? I don't know. You probably can play in Warcry. I'm not really sure what that is. Probably. All right, let's have a look at. No, that's not. I haven't changed the thing. Let me change the thing now. Boom. Here we go. Here's Frog Jim's. Here's Frog Jim's bus. So what did we want? You wanted some feedback around this model. Did you have any specific thoughts that you wanted to share about the model so far, mate? Thank you for following Cellon. Oh yes, we got the Olympics for 2032. Hopefully I'm still alive then. So that'd be fantastic. I like that. Alright. Rules of feedback, as always, mate. We go hard for feedback. We go hard. And so I shall. The axe blade, it actually looks quite good to me. Accurate to where the light placement is. The problem you've got is it just looks a bit boring. So I would try and incorporate some more colour into the shadow part of the flat surface, and maybe just add some micro detailing, some small scratches and things to create a bit more interest on that surface. The lower one, you should be able to create a lot more interest in. The one at the bottom of the axe. The hair is you don't want to go from black to red. That won't look correct. You want to go from a red to an orange, a dark red to an orange, but you don't want to go from black. That won't read right as hair. Yeah, I really like the flesh, and I commented on this in my Discord. All of this is looking really sharp. So it's a challenging bust to paint because you've got a lot of really interesting things to look at, right? You've got the face, you've got the axe, you've got the skulls around her chest, you've got the head down the bottom, you've got the boobicles. So there's just a lot of like areas that draw your focus. So managing all of those elements and trying to keep it harmonious can be actually quite challenging. So it's good at the moment because you've got a clear sort of, the red draws your gaze to that top area. The axe isn't pulling too much focus away. Overall, it's a promising step. I don't really have a Discord, mate. That's a load of shit. I'm tagging Ben X Layton's Discord. I don't really have a Discord. I just tell everyone that's my Discord, but it's actually Ben's Discord. I can do anything. It's called what's your Discord called, Ben? I don't know. It's called like Dirty Paint Water. Is that right? Dirty Paint Water in. Yeah. I don't know how to link to it either. On your Frog Jim. Someone from the Discord will tell you how to get onto my Discord shortly. I promise. I've got a dedicated group of Discord mods that manage my Discord for me. It's fantastic. I would love to give some feedback about your last project at Danzaron. I always have time for everyone. I want to do some more work to the skin. Now that I've got some other colours in the area around the skin, I can see it a little bit better. So I'm going to put some airbrush into the skin, I think. G'day Plank. Thank you for reporting in as always. Hope you're doing well, mate. Yeah, let's do some airbrushing, I think, on this skin tone. Still haven't gone too deep that the airbrush will be really difficult to do. G'day Broadside, what's happening? Just a final request to all you wonderful people, please follow the great man Topolis on Twitch. We need to get him and his missus doing a hot tub stream. I should have a beer, shouldn't I? What is it? It's Wednesday night. I would love a beer. Oh, we're back to this one again, are we? We're back to this one that I've already commented on. Am I right in saying this is now the third time I've commented on this? I dislike this compared to the previous layout. This feels muddled. The model's from Aradia Miniatures. It's called Der Gulder Robber or something like that. Yeah, it just doesn't feel right. And the angles, he's looking off the wrong direction. Just feels wrong. Don't like it. If you like it, back yourself. But it doesn't work for me. Yep, on the front. Plasticard, it's a material that you can purchase from most hobby shops. Model railroad shops usually sell it. It might have a different name in other places, but it looks like this is a black plasticard because it comes in different colours. Just like thin plastic. It's quite durable for what it is. Usually it comes in white, but you can also get it in like textured plastic art as well. It's just cool stuff. Yeah, styrene sheets I think is another name for it. Alright, let's do a little bit of this colour, I think. Hello, Gregory. Sure, I've said hello to you before. Hey, if you're not already following Topulus, mate, follow Topulus. He's agreed to do a hot tub stream at 100 followers, so we're very close to that, actually. Probably. So if people haven't watched my stream before, this is a Warhammer mini broadside. I do use a lot of airbrush. And probably more often than I should. Because I like to add saturation, and I use contrast paints for that. Hello, Rapid Transit. Contrast paints are really good through an airbrush to add saturation. So this green on the back is very desaturated. It's got a lot of grey in it. So by adding this green layer over the top, which isn't covering everything. Thank you, Gregory. I know you were there, mate. I knew you wouldn't let me down. You create a more vibrant and intense colour. Purple. What I might do for the moment. 67. Geez, that's. I was hoping we could get a bit more. I may need to lean on the Instagram. May need to lean into the Instagram very shortly. Just posted on my grams. I haven't got many followers on there, mate, so shouldn't cause you too many problems. Alright, how are we going to highlight my browns? Let's use green. Let's use this green. This will be interesting. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, we've got a new emote too, friends. Look. Emote. Bark, 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 bark. Bark, bark, bark. Oh, let's have a fun little reminisce, everyone. For people who've been on the stream before, we had a great friend of the show message me on Instagram and say, you know what, Geno? Yeah, I use this one, which is the CS, and then I use this one for my detail work, which is the B+. A dude messaged me on my Instagram after I posted a picture showcasing the models I was going to give away that month on my subscriber giveaway, and he decided that was the post that I would go, Deno, I'm unsubscribing from you, mate. You don't care about your followers. We all remember that guy. What a good chap he was. Well, our good friend decided that he would refollow me. Get back in and watch some of the Deno doing his great work. And then he made an observation on one of my posts that I had painted some highlights incorrectly. And as many followers of the stream would know, I have a memory like a steel trap. And I remembered the name. And I said to him, "Hey, aren't you that guy that told me I didn't give a fuck about my followers?" And his response was, "No, that wasn't me. But whatever helps you sleep at night." And I said to myself, "Big Deno, maybe you're wrong. Maybe it wasn't this guy." So I trundled back to the original post. And lo and behold, this guy's got a fucking post on there going, "You're a fuckwit. You don't care about your followers." So I sent a message to him on that post that said, "Are you sure it wasn't you?" And for some reason, he unfollowed me. I don't know why. I miss that guy. Thought I brought him back into the fold. It's just about accountability life, friends. If he had said, "Yeah, that was me, I was having a bad day," I would have said, "Cool, man. Welcome back." Instead he said, "No, that wasn't me. I don't care if you can paint or not. That's an irrelevant part of being a human being to me, mate. How about just don't be a fuckwit to other people?" There you go. That's all that matters. So I do hope that guy's alright wherever he is. And that life's okay for him. Because I worry about people like that sometimes. I hope they're okay. And other times I think, you're just a fucking knobhead, mate. But usually it's the first one. Oh, mate, I'm not sure if he is or he isn't. G'day, Sleepy Slane. I hope that he has some great friends that he likes, that look after him, treat him with respect. It was Banshee found out that I've been trash talking him on my stream. Banshee's pissed at Matt Varnish. You're shitted off at Matt Varnish. Everyone's got their issues with Matt Varnish. Nah, I hope the dude's alright, friends. I really do. Okay, I need to address this. It isn't Christmas for Aussies, mate. Christmas happens the same time for us as it does for you, you fucking peanut. It's at the end of the year, mate. It's just winter. I did see that orc on the bird. Freezy and I were chatting about it last night. He had a picture of it that we had a look at. Great model. Love it to bits. Fuck, it's not an accessible model for a gaming painter though, is it? Like, I would hate to be a gamer trying to paint that model. because fuck, there's some detail on it. Actually, a couple of years ago, we did do a Christmas in July celebration. Back when I had a wife, it was great. Heaps of food got cooked. I got to eat it, have some beers. It was great. I didn't do anything. Probably why I no longer have a wife. One of the reasons, anyway. Both. I have a life. My life is just painting toy soldiers and hanging out with my dog. Oh, Space Toy, that was 4 years ago, mate. I'm okay. I'm okay now. These things happen. Wasn't my choice. But it happened. We learn. We move on. We grow. We can talk about it, mate. Oh, Jabba Slithe. I'm sure that's all in jest, mate, but it was a difficult time. It's tough, mate. It is tough. I come back to the golden rule though, my friend. Just don't be a fuckwit to other people. Even if those people have done things that have made you feel very, very poor about yourself or about other things. We just don't be fuckwits to other people. That's my rule. Indeed. Indeed, Gregory. Good shout out, Gregory. Good work, mate. We also have some great women on the stream. including one who manages my Discord. Yeah, sometimes I get in the zone and just start painting, don't even think about it. Pleasant Kenobi, welcome to the stream. And thank you for following. Oh, thank you for subscribing. You wouldn't even know this, mate, but you're going to get a fucking chance to win this model because subscribers are going into a draw to win this guy. Only got 9 days to wait, mate, and then I'm doing the draw. Why do you think they look effortless, Gregory? This isn't a trick question, mate. Very straightforward question. Very cool, mate. Well, welcome. Good luck. I hope you win it. You got it, mate. You can too. Everyone can. But I will say this, Gregory. I definitely paint quicker than most. So even if you practice, you probably still won't be as quick as me. You'll definitely be quicker than Ben, though. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? My money would be on Marco, I think. But, because he does a lot of his stuff with oils, right? Do we count the drying time? Because if we do, Dano's in with a shot. Well, there you go. I'm a chance. I didn't say I was going to win, man. I said I have a chance. Hello, guys. Marco here. Marco from Not Necamins. Today we paint with oil paints. Yeah, I was watching a really cool. So I follow Nerdforge right on YouTube, and they do some really cool stuff. And they did a collaboration recently with some other YouTube artists, and I was thinking, how fun would it be to see a collaboration like that with miniature artists? And I know there's been some, like I've seen some crossover from some of the Warhammer dudes, Midwinter Minis and Goober Town and that sort of stuff. But it'd be cool to see like some of the display painters get in and do it. Yeah, well, that Gregory, I don't know if you've watched, but at Monty they did the speed painting, right? And Alfonso, we started off the speed painting. Everyone starts painting their models, and after about 10-15 minutes, Alfonso just started picking up people's models and giving them to other people. And you had to keep going with the model that you'd been given. It was really cool. It was really cool, actually. Resulted in a complete change in how you approach stuff, because it's already been worked and the base coats are down, so you have to think about things differently. Well, it was I was at it, so he wasn't messing with them, he was messing with me. But it was also about teaching. So one of the things that the speed paint was focused on was about atmosphere, and he gave everyone very clear direction about how to start the atmosphere for your team, and then told everyone they had to start blocking colours in, and then he just changed models around with everyone. And so, g'day CG Mini Paint. So it just made for a completely different painting experience, which I found really, really enjoyable. Mind you, I did win the speed painting, so no doubt I would feel that was quite an enjoyable experience. Hey friends, if you're on the stream and you're not following Topolis, who is also a Twitch streamer, I urge you to please follow the great man himself. I'll provide a shout out here for Topolis. Please follow that tremendous human, because he's agreed to do a hot tub stream with his misso, painting toy soldiers, if he gets to 100 followers. This is so cool. Oh, I love it. I love it. How many is he at? I'm going to check. He's at 71. Go Topless. I could buy a hot tub, mate. I could buy a hot tub. That would be very difficult. Oh, Yanamar, thank you for the subscription, mate. Wow, 5 months. That's awesome. I'm doing well. We just finished the Walrus Guy last stream, and now we're starting on some Nurgle chaps. Not sure what we're going to do with these Nurgle chaps, actually. Like, we could do these as next month's giveaway, but I sort of feel like I might want to sell them, because I think I'm going to be doing a really good job on them. So I do, mate, yes. Very poorly. Thanks, Yanama. I appreciate that, mate. Oh, thanks, Stripey Thumb, for the follow. TJ Fate, mate, it always hangs long and strong for me. How's it hanging for you? Alchemist. G'day, mate. Well, heaps of cool people on here tonight. Hope you're all doing well, friends. Green boy, don't make me ban you, mate. Tell you what. Just about enough of you. Your behaviour. Cracking jokes. Oh, thanks, mate. What have we been doing? We've been doing this for just on 2 hours now. We're not rushing, we're not trying to do this a rapid time, but we're certainly making good progress. Original applesauce. Yes, mate, I can answer that. I wanted to do something different. And I thought that red would provide an interesting colour for a base for the skin tone, and also a base for rusty metal, which is what the weapons are going to be, and a lot more warmer contrasts than what I would normally work with. Yeah, so just to create some really different sort of colours than how I normally work is the plan. So, and it's going okay so far, but we're still early days. Yanamar, I don't know when you last watched the stream, but I did finish my Camelot project, and for all those people who've been on the stream many times, you'll have seen this video before, but I'm going to show it again because I can. So this is what I worked on about, I don't know how long it's been, 4 weeks now, 3 weeks. It's been a while. I don't know when Yanamar's been on since then. Crusade. Topless, don't make me post on my Instagram, mate. And it'll be filthy at you. She'll wake up tomorrow and she'll be like, I have to do a hot tub stream with you, don't I? Yes. So that's one thing I did, Yanamar. Then I painted a Crusader. Spam what? What else have I done since then? Yeah, I did a Crusader. I painted Curse City. I painted all of Curse City as well. Cool. Yeah, so let me show you my Curse City. I forgot I did that. I legitimately forgot that I painted Curse City that time. Here's a picture of Curse City. Wow. I don't do it on purpose, man. Like, I was just, because for me, I just paint. Like, I sit down and I paint, and I have a good time, and I don't think about it. So I was just painting. Yep. I did all them in the last, 3 weeks? Yep, this is over there. If you want me to get them, I can show you. Thank you, Alchemist. Thank you, Celius. And then I finished off the Walrus as well, Yanamar. And that's this month's giveaway for subscribers. So he's been sitting on my to-do desk for a while, but he is now done. And we'll give him away. And I've been feeling a bit aimless actually about what I was going to paint, because Curse City and Camelot were both big projects, and anytime I feel that way, I always come back to paint something you're excited about. You know, normally I like to try and keep myself balanced and, you know, paint a bust, paint a figure, large figure, small stuff, all that sort of stuff. And sometimes I feel like that hamstrings me a little bit because I'm too focused on sticking to that pattern that I paint stuff that I'm not super excited about. Gregory, can you calm down, son? Calm down, Gregory. You don't need to do that, mate. Congratulations, all of you people in the chat that just got subscriptions from Gregory. You now also have access to Hugo emotes. And you also are going to the draw to win that guy in 9 days' time. So, good time to be friends of Gregory. Well done, all of you. Yeah, you definitely don't. Can you unsubscribe Green Boy? One of my mods do that, please. Make that happen. Did I miss any questions up there, friends? I know I answered the question about why I did the magenta. Did I miss any other ones? If I did, just repeat the question for me and I'll have a crack. Let's get out some orange and some red. Oh, there's a colour called cadmium red, which I like. Let's do some orangey weapon bits. See how that looks. Ah, yes, I do remember you asking that. I don't. You probably are, you know. I can check that. There's a stat for that. Let me check. No, not quite, mate. Not quite. There's gifted subs is less than paid subs this month. Just. Very close though. You know what I'm going to do with this? I'm going to use just a little bit of stipple town. I do actually have another diorama planned, mate. Yeah. And it's going to be pretty soon, surprisingly. The Hera Models Kickstarter has shipped, and the Hera Models Wastelands Kickstarter was like the Chaos Warriors, sort of like these models, but in 75mm scale. And there was only 5 of them, as well as some really cool busts coming. Ah, Topolus! Congratulations! You've been gifted a sub by Green Boy, who's trying to get back in my good books. And because there's only 5 models, I've been planning to do a 5 model diorama for them, based on like a Chaos Wastes Warhammer style scene. I'm still tossing up the specifics of it, because I think there's a few things that I've got to decide. The first one I'm trying to decide between is if I want to do... Oh, hype train! Woo! Boo, 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 boo! Boo! Boot, 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 boot. Hype train. 3 songs for everyone tonight, friends. 3 songs for the hype train. Let's go. Pick a song, I'll sing it. Good work, team. Oh, not at the moment, mate. I haven't got that far. One of the mistakes I made with Camelot was that I planned it before I received the models. Rising up, back on the street. Took my time, took my chances. Went the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the cradle of life. Rising up to the challenge of our rivals. And the last known survivor, something else bit. And he's worth doing for. It's the eye of the tiger. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. So the mistake that I made with Camelot, sorry TJ, the mistake that I made with Camelot, mate, was, Gregory, you're a fucking peanut, by the way, was I planned it out without having the models. And so I think the final composition wasn't as strong as it could have been because of the scale. I didn't get the scale right. I wasn't thinking about the composition elements with the models in hand. So I don't want to make any plans yet until I have the models in hand. Gregory, what an amazing human you are. Lunatic. Level 5 hype train. How the fuck do we get a level 5 hype train? Seriously, that is crazy. Every one of you great people, you can all thank Gregory for throwing your heart in the ring for this month's giveaway. I wonder, oh, he's a crazy dude. Crazy dude. Choo choo choo, Mrs. Robinson. I'll just quickly talk about my stippling. It's just stippling. I'm just stippling with a big fat brush. Hype train. Let me explain to you rapid transit what a hype train is. Because the first time it happened in my stream, I was like, what the fuck is happening? All it is on Twitch, if you have enough people in the chat doing things that is gifting, whether it's spending bits or like cheering or subscribing or giving out subs to other people, all that stuff. If you get enough people, see a space toy. If you get enough people doing that in a short space of time, like Gregory is doing now, man. Gregory, I'm very uncomfortable. I'm very uncomfortable with this moment, mate. Especially after you just bought a model from me as well. I'm going to have to send you another model. I'm going to send you a second model. Suck it. There you go. You're just going to have to eat that. Stick that in your pipe and drink it. God, Green Boy's joined the party now too. He is trying to get in the good books. Crazy. Alright, Green Boy, I forgive you. Well, I'm going to have to buy... Yeah, he's done this just so he can be on top of the stats, hasn't he? He has too. I'll bet. Ah, what a clown. What a clown. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, well. Yeah, the stats are gone now. The stats are fucking gone. So that's a hype train. It's all it is. It's just people doing nice things in the chat, and the people that do nice things during the hype train, which has 1 minute and 14 seconds to go, they all get special emotes that they can use. And I think that's all. Oh no, they get double points as well. They get double points for channel points, I think. Is that right? That's all it is. We've got to get Topless over the line though. We've got to spread this good joy around. We've got to spread this good joy around. I just went and looked at Topless's page. He's got 72 followers. And that's why you heard my voice in the background. Let's give a big thanks to Green Boy and to Gregory, and someone else gifted a sub as well. Rumble gave a cheer as well with 100 bits. Good on you, Rumble. Rumble in the jungle. Yep, let's give him a quick shout out. I think there's one other thing that the... Thank you, Gregory. Boo, boo, boo! Choo, choo, choo! That's awesome. I've got a dog smoking a cigar. He can go right beside Hugo. How is that? Choo, choo! Crazy. Thank you, team. Thank you. How good. How good. Crazy hype train. What a crazy night we've had. Yeah, the other thing the hype train does, I believe, is it also puts my stream in the in the front page. It always appears in the front page of Twitch when you got a hype train going, I believe. Yeah, the walrus draw. Wow, it's going to be exciting. I love giving away my models. It's awesome, awesome fun. I'll just do a redraw if you win it, mate, don't worry. Oh, we lost the camera. It just stopped. It doesn't normally stop like that. All right, now last time I lost the camera, it was about this time. It was about 2 hours, 20 minutes. I turned it off and on, and we had some crazy shit happen with the colours. Let's see if it happens again. I'm fucking excited. Here we go. Let's see. Hang on. Damn it. I'm disappointed. I'm a bit disappointed. That's a shame. It looked so cool. Rising up back on the street. My time, my chances. Man's passion for glory. Yeah, that's unfortunate because it would have been glorious if it stopped and started working the way that other one did. It would have been mad. Oh, g'day, Groogy. Oh, Groogy is one of the people who's won a model, by the way. So Groogy can attest that I actually do send models to people that win the draw. He's one of the winners. He won a very hotly contested one. He was excited about the, oh yeah, I did send him in a Tupperware container, didn't I? There you go. No, he won the vampires. Everyone was keen on those. Actually, here's a fun story. So, if you all recall, a few months ago I had a draw, and on that draw I was like, I couldn't find the regular draw function that I use. It was on a website that I'd used. Couldn't find it anywhere. And so I just did a draw on a different website, and the winner of that draw was, I don't remember. Who was it? Was it Draxi? Might have been Draxi. It was someone. Anyway, and then I was like, someone sent me the link for the other one I'd use. And I was like, let's go find out who would have won the draw if I had done it on the normal website. And it was Ash's Painting who won that draw. And I said, CHK Studio! G'day, mate! G'day, mate. I was talking about you today because your fucking Northern Wind is... Let's show your Northern Wind off, actually, because it is a fucking banger. It is unreal. Everyone go follow CHK. Because he's a jet. He's a jet. Here, I'm just gonna do it this way. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, this model. I forgot how good it was. And I only looked at it a few minutes ago. Here you go, friends. Check this out. You're a freak. Wow. It's going well, mate. We're having a great night tonight. We just had a hype train. and we're having a great time. So he is absolutely phenomenal, CHK. Oh, good on you, Groogy. What a champion. Just beautiful, man. Just beautiful. I love it. Will she be for sale? Can I buy her from you? If she's for sale, let me... Oh, thanks, Flick. All right, send me a message. Send me a message. I'd like to. Hey, friends, this is this month's giveaway. I've already done this like 5 times, but here you go. I'm giving away this water sky tonight, this month, in about 9 days. Fantastic. Thank you for the follow, Corn. So that's what I've done. All you other friends from CHK's raid, you've probably all seen my Camelot video, so I won't show you that again, but welcome. Oh yeah, Topless. And everyone that's just joined, we're working really hard tonight to get another great painter on the Twitch to 100 followers. Because when he gets to 100 followers, him and his missus are going to do a hot tub stream, and he's promised me. So let's get in there and get a follow to Topless. Everyone on the stream, come on now. Do it for Big Deno. Do it for your mum. Do it for your mum. CHK, you're a wizard. Your mum wants you to go and watch Topless's hot tub stream. Come on. He did. He promised it. It's in writing. I've got it in writing. Oh, it's great. Come on now. It's going to be so good. Come on, Topless. Be a good sport, mate. You and your missus will have fun. You can try painting models in the thing. Yes. Yes, that's what we want. More accounts made so they can go and follow Topless. No, look, he's a very good human being, and his painting's getting quite good also. So let's follow him. Yeah, maybe you should do a Topless one, CHK. Oh, Groogy. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing to me, pal? It's just crazy tonight. Well, I appreciate it, pal. One of the cool things about that model, Gregor, is I did it all on stream, so you can watch it back and see how I did it. See you, buddy. You're a legend. Good. I hope you make more money than I sold it to you for. That would make me happy. I will. Thank you, Corn. I will do so, yes. I do have access to a 3D printer. It's not mine, but a friend of mine has one, so. can't hold it back anymore. Let it go. That's a good question, Benny, actually. Topulus is staying awake because he's like a deer in fucking headlights, right? He's just realised that Deno's going to push him over the line, and he's like, can't stop watching. Gregory, I don't know what that guy's doing. He lives on another planet. See you, Plank. Thanks, buddy. I feel like putting some blue on here. Where can we put some blue? Maybe this will be blue. Yeah, let's do that in this blue, this colour. Yeah, cool. I have seen one where she's not a redhead. Yeah, not many. I agree with that sentiment. What a crazy night it's been tonight, friends. Wow. I can't believe how many people we've had raiding. I can't believe how many people we've had gifting subs. It's been a crazy time. Let's keep the roll going, hey? I'm in a good mood tonight. Let's keep on painting. Let's just see how far we can get with this little chap. Yeah, Ben, I know you did, mate. You would have absolutely lost your brain. We had about fucking... There you go. Gregory's given out 20 subs tonight. Green Boy's given out 6. Grugy's given out 2. I think someone else gave out 1. And then we had a hype train that went up to level 5. Everyone got fucking little doggo emotes. No, fucking Green Boy's got back in the good books, mate. He was about to get banned and he's got back in the good books. Topulus gave 1. There you go, yep. Flickster gave out 1 to CHK. We had a raid from CHK, we had a raid from Jan. We've had about 30 people follow Topulus. If you haven't followed Topulus, please get in there and follow him. To just speak a little bit seriously for a moment, mate. Oh, you have to do shout out. And you might have to be a mod. You might not actually, I can't remember if I set it to mod only. Well, that was what I did with Nightbot. You have to type out the whole thing, shout out. But it might just be mod only. Don't fuck spiders is like the best advice you can get. Yeah, it must be mod only. And I don't mean that in a dumb fuck way. It's just, the intent of it is, have a go. The worst thing that can happen if you paint a model is you fuck it up. And there's very few models that you fuck up so badly that you either can't recover, or at the very least don't learn from. And I think that is, yeah, it's such a fundamental part of learning, is making mistakes. But you can't make mistakes unless you fucking do. So get in there and do something, make some mistakes, do some things wrong. Learn from those mistakes and those things. Try again. Be better. Repeat. I mean, look at this. I don't think I've ever undercoated a model with these colours before. I've done this before, but it's travelling alright so far. Alright, let's move into a little bit of green actually. See if we can put a bit of green in everything. That might be the go. I don't know who that is, but if they're a cool person, I approve this message. If they're not, I still approve. Applesauce. Let's talk about fabrics for a little bit and the way that you should paint fabrics. So this is a really interesting one, and you see people do this a lot. Fabrics shouldn't generally be highlighted the way, g'day Ziramoko, the way that you see them highlighted in a lot of cases. The light source that determines how you highlight volumes like skin, leather, etc. Magic School Bus, I remember that. The light needs to be considered for fabric as well. So if you look at a volume such as this, and you assume that you have a light coming from the top down, a common mistake is for people to treat this section here as a shadow because it is recessed, and the same for this section here. But if the light is coming from the top down, those areas are not in shadow. They can actually be some of the highest highlights on this fabric. And if the light is coming from the top down, then your highest value areas will be at the top of this, not the bottom. And so the common mistake that you see is people highlighting the raised sections of the fabric and people highlighting the bottom and not the top. So for fabric to look correct, and again this is a type of painting decision about using light, the correct approach is to do that. Some people paint these sorts of models in a Games Workshop style. Now, Games Workshop style is different. Games Workshop uses a general lighting. What I'm talking to is a zenithal lighting. Games Workshop uses a zenithal lighting. And a general lighting. So what that means is that the lighting is equally distributed across the model. So when you have light coming from all directions, that's when you tend to see those areas being in shadow. And so from the perspective of, is it wrong? If you're painting it like it's a zenithal highlighted area, then yes, it is wrong. If you're painting it like it's general lighting, which is traditional Games Workshop colours, then no, you're not wrong. But most of the time, the way that I see people highlight things like skin tones and volumes like skin tones, it won't be a general lighting. They'll do the skin tones correctly, but then they'll just go backwards on their fabrics and do it the wrong way. So there you go. Just a little hint, little tip there for you. So you may be like, hey bro, why are you lighting the bottom? That's okay, Benny, you can watch the replay. Because you'll always have a little rim, a little light along the edge of the rim, just to create a little separation with the other elements. Oh, you're very welcome, Green Boy. Now, one of the ways that I go about painting is I do a technique which I like to call sketch and refine. And to sum up sketch and refine, all it is you sketch stuff quickly and then you refine it. It's a very challenging concept to get a grip on, I know. But one of the things that I do is I create a lot of high value shifts where I have transitions from light to dark that are probably more than are necessary, and then I will use things like contrast paints to bring those transitions to be a little bit more generally every colour sits somewhere in a value scale, where if a value scale of 1 is like the darkest colour or black, or a 0 is a black, and a 10 is a white, every colour sits somewhere in between those two colours. And when you do a glaze or a wash with a contrast paint, you do two things. You smooth out stuff like roughness that you've got on there. They will actually smooth out. And I won't get into why that is, but it does. The second thing that it will do is it will change all of those values closer to a central point. So if you start with something that's highlighted from black all the way up to white, you'll have a range of all of those colours in between. If you glaze that with a mid-tone, and I don't mean just like fully thick layer over the top, but if you glaze it with a mid-tone of a diluted colour and you do an even layer, like with an airbrush, then what happens is that 10, that pure white, will actually drop down on the value scale down to like a 7 or an 8, and the black, which is a 1 on the value scale, will actually come up closer towards that central point. It'll become a 2 or a 3. And so if you were to do enough dilute layers of a glaze of the same colour, right, eventually you'll see those colours get narrower and narrower, and the spread between the lightest section and the darkest section will get narrower and narrower. A great example of this is if you undercoat over a white or a black. Both of those colours, both of those undercoats will change the colour that you see as you paint it on. So fundamentally that's what's happening with a value scale. So the reason I talk about this, sketch and refine. So what I do when I am sketching and refining is I will take a highlight significantly higher than I want the final result to be, because I know that I'm going to bring it back down by glazing a colour over the top. So I want there to be still enough of a value shift on the model after I've done that glaze. So let's do that little glaze now on this area. with this colour that I've created. So this will smooth out the roughness of what I've just done, the sketchiness, and it'll tone everything down. So it's going to smooth out the colours, make me look like a way better painter than I actually am. But it is reducing the contrast. Good for you, Gregory, what a legend you are. Alright, let's go back to fucking tweaking with that little bit. Alright. I'll stop teaching and we'll go back to just doing stupid stuff now. You're a dickhead. I'm not getting pissy. You'd know if I was pissy, mate, because I would have turned the stream off. I'd have been like, fuck this, I'm done. These guys are idiots. Fucking Gregory. Just there. Okay. Did I explain what I was doing with the stippling? I don't really recall if I explained what I was doing. I just did it. Didn't I? Or did I explain it? Yeah. I thought so. Yep, so I did some stippling. Good work, team. Well, it's not that hard, mate. It's just fucking dots. This is why everyone's like worshipping at the feet of Colwell. I'm just like, fuck, mate, he just does heaps of little dots. Come on now. It's not that impressive. Trying to get my girlfriend to paint a model for Queensland Model Hobby Expo, which is coming up in about 5 weeks' time. She said the last couple of years that she wanted to enter something. They have a specific category for ladies. It's a ladies category. And it's actually a pretty neat idea, right? The ladies category, it's not designed to inhibit people from entering the other categories, and specifically states this isn't to prevent ladies from entering any other category. It's just space for people who may be not confident about entering their models and just want to have something on show, that sort of thing, which I think is really cool. So my girlfriend was like, oh, that is nice, I'd like to enter something. She said that the first year I took her along, and then that was 2 years ago. And then last year I was like, you're going to paint a model for it this year? And of course it got cancelled because of COVID. So this year, We're going to try and get her over the line. See if we can get her to paint a model. That'll test my teaching skills. To the limit. You're right, it is David's patience that's impressive. Like, have you seen how many hours he's put into that model so far? 26.5. I don't reckon I put 26.5 hours into Curve City. I did Camelot for 30 hours. Yeah, wouldn't mind trying to do that myself, see how that came out. I love Mini Den. He's started a really world-class level painter. In a pretty rapid space of time too. Joel, Paul, mate, I do have a video. Would you like to see my Crusader? Well, I think, look, if you look at how I've painted this guy, right, this is probably a significant departure on how I would normally approach something. Just painting this guy alone, I've been a lot more careful and considered with how I do things than normal. So this guy is probably a good example of me taking a little bit more time. Than I normally would have. It isn't, you idiot. It's because I love these fucking models. And you aren't even fucking close to being a competitor, mate. You're not even the same league. You're out there playing under 12s, mate. You keep splashing around the fucking kiddie pool and let me know when you're ready to step up to the big time, alright? Wrong yaw. You were so close. You've been doing so well. And then you stumbled at the last hurdle. Alright. Look, it's very, very straightforward to get the right yaw. Talk a sentence out in full, and if it should sound like you are, then you use the one with the apostrophe. If the sentence sounds dumb with you are, then you fucking got the wrong one. You were born in the darkness. I was molded by it. I was wondering what would break first, your body or your mind, or your spirit, or your nutsack. It's pretty good, I think. It's a good Bane impression. Bond. James Bond. Oh, Albert. Hello, mate. Hey, friends, if you actually want to fucking see a jet of a painter, is it right if I post your Instagram, Albert? This guy is a rock star. Loves painting a G-dub model. Loves painting a G-dub model. But of all of the painters I've seen in the flesh, when I saw Albert's models in the flesh, I nearly died. They are unfucking believable. Immaculate. Gotta go follow him. He's a fucking legend. And he was a great dude too. I had a good time talking to him. It won't be this year, mate. It won't be this year for me. Maybe next year. Let's hope. Let's hope for next year. Hope one day to be as good as you, mate, when I grow up. Yeah. It would surprise me if anyone in the chat wasn't already following Albert. Albert Letterfont. Thank you, Adandanak, for following, mate. Very cool of you. Are you working on anything special at the moment, Albert? Can you show us a photo of what you're working on, mate, or are you keeping it secret? I know you like to keep your secrets. Ah, beautiful. Did you do some sculpting yourself again, or did you get someone to sculpt a piece for you? I look forward to seeing it, mate. Absolutely. One of the greats in the chat tonight, friends. How lucky. How lucky are we? Albert's also one of those G-dub nuffies like me, where he was mad keen on Games Workshop back in its glory days. He's got artwork from all of the old school, Mark Gibbons, all those guys that did all the Wayne Reynolds, all the artwork for Games Workshop. You got a Karl Kapinski or something as well, haven't you? Loved his stuff. Empire book, Kapinski, it was awesome. One of the greats, friends, one of the greats. It was pretty crazy, yes. What colour am I going to do these little thingamybobbies, these little symbols? Just don't know what colour to do them. Might switch to my smaller brush and do some of this. Mate, you literally cannot even talk about me and Albert in the same sentence when it comes to non-metallic metal. The level of just immaculate. Like there's no other word for it. I looked at it for about 5 minutes and it dead set broke my brain because of how flawless his painting was. I can't even come close. Even with an airbrush, I can't come to that level of smoothness. And Albert's fucking doing it on everything. It's wild. Absolutely wild. Mine's quick. Thanks, buddy. Enjoy your day at work. I hope to see you again soon. Hopefully at Monty. We'll catch up again, have another beer. What a crazy stream we've had tonight, friends. What an absolutely wild stream. To top it off, we get Albert coming to the stream. What a champion. Champion! Indeed, Benny, indeed. Oh yeah, what is Topulus's follow count at? Someone give me an update, please. We need to know where he's at. He's probably gone to bed now. So we can make that final push now. Alright. Friends, I know this doesn't mean a lot to you. It doesn't mean a lot to you. But it means a lot to me to see Topula's missus get into a hot tub. Get in there and follow him. We need to see it. Anything we can do to make that guy feel as uncomfortable as possible, I think that's a win for us. You know what I mean? It's just one of the simple pleasures in life. Just making an awkward dude who's a goober, who just wanted to paint some models and be left alone. We get to make him feel uncomfortable and hit on his missus. Let's do it. Let's do it, team. Go follow Topulus. How do I mod you? I think I just type hashtag mod, don't I? Ben, something like that. Mod. Ben. No, that didn't work. Did it? Say something. No. Was it? Maybe it's mod. I'm the man. I don't know what you're going to be able to do. There's nothing for you to do, really. I do all my own stuff. Just maybe ban Bunny or something. That'd be good. Of course. Oh, thanks, Taria. Hey, welcome. Gregory, I would love for you to self-promote, mate. Do whatever you would like. You are welcome to do whatever you would like in this stream, anytime, anywhere. Hey, Wampa. Welcome, buddy. Did you just get up, champion? Oh, very good. What's been going on, Tori? Is still about? What have you been doing? Paint any models? Oh, that's a good way to do a giveaway, Gregory. I like it. You do realise you're putting me in the running to win it though, because I can put together a few words. You're also eliminating Ben from winning. Nice to know we got faith in you, Benny, hey? Rising up, back on the street. Take your passion for glory. All right. Oh, beautiful. What about the life and times of miniature painter Trent Dennison? That could make for an interesting story. High drama. Great cast of characters, including Trent Dennison. Ah, good point. What's the time? Jeepers creepers, it's nearly 10 o'clock, friends. Wow. We've had an action-packed stream tonight. It's been fantastic. Tell you what, Gregory. When you post, well, you lunatic. When you post that competition on your grams, just send me a link so I know. I'll chuck it up in my stories, mate. So we'll get a few more people entering. Yes, it's an important stage, Moo, that I believe makes a big difference to the final appearance of the model. No, I haven't. Yeah, this is the best. This stuff over here is the best. Well, you can't see it because I've did reactivate my camera, but yeah, a little bit of Joe Sonia Magic Mix on the palette. Just dabble in there. It's beautiful stuff. All right. Well, final thing I'm going to do tonight is going to do some Cygor Brown, which is a dark brown contrast paint that I'm very, very partial to. Just to darken up the leather areas in some parts. I did, Wampa. It's a little boy. My little mate Hugo gets his own A-mate because he's as big a star on this stream as Ben is. Alright, let's give this a quick matte varnish. He is the star of the show. Let's give this a quick matte varnish so we can see how all of the elements are looking without shininess. We should probably aim for something a bit more challenging than that, don't you? Don't you think? Something a bit more challenging? I'm not a fan of the rust. I'm going to do something different to the rust. I think what I might do is something. We'll have to think about that. Lava sounds like a moderately terrible idea. So that could be a good option. Yes, I've been following your progress. All right, friends, we're gonna wrap up very shortly. Move on to the greener pastures of my bedroom where I can fall asleep, and we shall return on Sunday for a stream on American time schedules in the AM for me, so it's Saturday night for most Americans. Unfortunately, the Europeans are shit out of luck. Sorry, European friends, you miss out. And we'll hopefully, I might not do any more. Might not do any more on this guy until the stream. We might try and keep this a full streamed set. These three friends, just because I think we're doing some cool stuff with them. So. The pubs are open again. Yes, thank you, Wampa. I will. Back at work this week, so it's been just a joyous and wondrous time. Yes, and we often see Benny streaming straight after my time slot. Wasn't something we pre-prepared either. Just happens. And I try very hard not to raid him. Sometimes he's the only one reading. fun paint job on this guy. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm not actually going to do the matte varnish tonight because I think I want to keep doing some more contrast paint work. So I'm going to do it another time. Yeah, so we've got 2 more of these to do, which would be cool. This one and this one. It's excellent. So let's have fun. Let's have some fun, friends. It should be great. Cheeky reminder. This is the giveaway model for this month. Oh, shake, shake, shake. And please follow Topless. Please get him to 100 followers tonight, everyone. Let's go raid Topless. Nah, go follow Topless. I'm not letting anyone get off the stream unless you go follow Topless right now. Click the link, go follow the guy. Do it now. It's well worth it. We're going to see his missus in a bikini. It's going to be great. And he's going to do some painting in a hot tub. It's going to be great. Let's do it. Alright. Whom can we raid? So, yeah, Shane, chat. Shane. Let's have a look. We'll have a look at miniature figures first. See if anyone new is on. But there's a few people who I wouldn't mind raiding. Chris Frozen's painting. He's got 11 painters, followers. Alchemist Painting was in the chat before. Let's just have a little bow peek at what he's doing.
What details on that? So what are we going to be painting?
He's painting some...
We're going to be painting the robots.
Robots. Alright, I like robots. But let's see who else is... Oh, there's not many people on tonight, actually. TT Combat. Don't know if I've seen that guy before. Let's have a look at what he's doing. Any other thoughts, chat? Any other thoughts? Let's have a look at TT Combat. Oh, he's doing a little bat thing. Giant bat. Well, look, I have a small problem with TT Combat stream. I don't hate the player, hate the game, but unfortunately they want to keep their chat family friendly, and you're not allowed to say swear words. So I shan't be rating you. I apologise, but that's just torturous. But he looks pretty good. I don't think I've ever seen him, so hopefully we'll catch him another time. Let's go raid Alchemist Painting because he got on the stream before, and I appreciate that. So it's been a great stream tonight, friends, and I want to thank all of you for your excellent time spending it with me. Wonderful people, wonderful, wonderful people, and thank you very much. Follow Topless. Have a good night. Raid! Let's do it.
Danny Player 1, it's hot as balls, and I can't paint nor sleep. I'm pissed about. Big Deno! Straight in there! Nay! Big Deno, I believe I was born